first food, you know, the German stuff with the fishes, you know. This is like traditional Hamburg food. We have it, you know. And it was very difficult to find the second stage. You know, like what sort of food can we cook? You know, what sort of food the cook should be. You know, and you have all these cook shows in Germany, you know, all this fancy food. Like, what is the right thing? And then we discovered a novel by, not a novel, a cookbook by Isabella Allende. You know, and it was a cookbook about Afro-theistic kitchen. So this is cool, you know. They sound good, you know, the dishes, you know, like the Super de Acupuntura of the Maestro of the Acupuntura. This is a dish from the book. And the second hand is you can make the people who eat it, you can make them horny, you know. So it's good to know stuff like that.
One of the Turkish ones.
We have one Turkish food there. It's called kısır.
Yeah, kısır.
You know, one is there. Yeah. It's because of Birol Ünal, you know, who's not here. He's like, I want to make kısır. I want to make kısır. Give me a scene where I make kısır. You know, we shot the scene where he made the kısır. You know, but we cut the making out of. You know, we just have the final result. Because we wrote it together with Adam, you know, and it's his story. You know, it's he had this Greek restaurant, Taverna Sotiris, and it was clear that he will act it. And I don't believe him playing a guy called Fritz or Thomas, you know. He's Greek, you know. It's not important that he's Greek, but he is Greek. And since he's not an actor, you know, I said, okay, you're Greek and your name is Zinos. I have a close friend in Greece, his name is Zinos, my Greek distributor. You know, and I want to make a homage for his name, because it's not a common name in Greece, you know, Zinos. And a lot of people say, like, why do you call him Costa? Why not Elias? I said, no, I want Zinos. You know. So that's why I chose Greek. But it's not so important. Could have been an Italian guy, could have been Turkish. What I don't want to have a Turkish character this time. Not yet, maybe in the future. But now it's something, when you see this film, and when you see the film in the past, you know, all my heroes were like, on the who am I, where do I live, where's my home. This is not the case anymore. The people know where their home is. You know, it's the place where they're born. It's not the place anymore of the parents. It's the place where they were born. And they fight for that and try to protect that. This is what I think, and this is what we want to tell in the film. I like all kinds of music. Really. I have a very wide, open-wide kind of musical choice. I always could identify myself. No, I have a cold too. You know, I could always identify myself with Afro-American music. You know, this is something we have. But that's why Soul Kitchen. This is the rest of all this immigrant stuff. You know, because all the immigrants, especially the Turkish ones, you know, could identify themselves with being black in America. That's why Curry Smith, you know, that's why Barry White, that's why, I don't know, all the soul stuff, Quincy Jones, Kool and the Gang. You know, and later on hip-hop. We didn't use hip-hop in this film because hip-hop is not very visual, you know. Because when you have a dialogue and then you have hip-hop, la 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 la, it disturbs the dialogue, you know. We have a lot of instrumentals, you know, this time. Good instrumentals that they support the dialogue. You know? It was really like, I had a feeling like I own the city of film. I live in Hamburg, you know, and it's like I shot in Istanbul so many times, in Turkey, here and there, but not in Hamburg. You know, the last film I really did in Hamburg, pure in Hamburg, was my very first film. You know, Head On, La Sposa Turca, the first half is in Hamburg. You know, the second half is in Istanbul, and it's considered more as an Istanbul film than a Hamburg film. You know, and I really had to feel like I had to learn how to discover my city again, you know, because I travel a lot, you know, and I see all these exotic places. Like I go to Slovenia, so I want to shoot in Slovenia. I go to Mexico, so I want to shoot in Mexico. I go to New York, I want to shoot in New York. But Hamburg is the place where I live. Hamburg is the place where the kindergarten of my kid is. Hamburg is the place where my, I don't know, doctors are, you know. Hamburg is my social, where I pay my taxes, but not the storytelling. So I had a feeling like I wanted to open my eyes and to see the city again with fresh eyes. I really teach me to do so, you know. And so we photographed a lot of locations which won't be exist in the future. You know, some of them are not existing anymore. Certain clubs we have shot in the film, they're not existing anymore because they're changing so fast, you know. And I'm very thankful to be able to do the film now, so we could catch some of my personal Hamburg, you know. And we didn't want to create a touristic Hamburg. You know, we want to make an exotic Hamburg, okay, but it always has to be personal. Like my Hamburg. Yes, I was in those clubs. Yes, I was in those roofs, you know. I'm not so much in Wilhelmsburg, where the restaurant is, but I like the idea that the hero has to cross the river to go to the work. There's something you have in Istanbul, you know, with the Bosporus. There's something you have in New York, you know, and this makes it real, like visual, you know. I wanted to create that. I want to show the world like we have that too, you know. And I have a feeling like Hamburg needed something like that, some film like that. You know, everybody talks about Berlin. Berlin has not that. Berlin's not that cool. Hamburg is. Believe me, go to Berlin and check it out.